Why permitted development can be a trap for homeowners. First, while permitted development is very useful for homeowners, keep in mind that it was introduced to make life easier for the planners. Permitted development removed a large number of small applications from the system, freeing up time for the planners to focus on larger applications. Every week, I give advice to homeowners from all corners of the UK during my online consultation service. No two clients are the same, but many of them fear the planning system. I have lost count of the number of people who want to use permitted development because they worry unnecessarily about lodging a planning application. They see permitted development as a cheat code that will get them an extension which they wouldn't otherwise be allowed, and that is the wrong way to look at it. If a house has permitted development rights, it may have a reasonable chance of getting planning approval to build a larger extension than permitted development will allow. Always start by looking at what you need. If a larger extension is affordable and will give you a better home, do not restrict yourself by creating a smaller extension just because that is what permitted development allows. If you choose to limit the size of your house extension just to avoid making a planning application, that is a false economy. The second way that permitted development can trap homeowners is when they come to sell a house that has been extended using permitted development. When the system was introduced, it did not require homeowners to interact with the planning system. The whole point was to reduce the workload for local planning officers. The planning system does not require homeowners to make an application to confirm they have permitted development rights. But that has not stopped mortgage providers from asking for proof that extensions were designed using permitted development rules. Mortgage lenders regularly ask for a Lawful Development Certificate as evidence that extensions are permitted development. Now, while you could apply for an LDC retrospectively, it may not solve the problem because the planning legislation gives local authorities the power to reduce or remove permitted development rights. What might have been permitted development when you built that extension may no longer be the case. If you apply for an LDC retrospectively, the planners will only consider the rules in force on the day you make the application, not the rules as they were back when you built that extension. In this situation, you could be refused an LDC and then have to apply for retrospective planning approval, with the risk that that could be refused and then the extension would have to be demolished. I would advise anyone considering using permitted development to apply for a Lawful Development Certificate before building anything, even if the planning system does not require one. And if you are thinking about extending a home anywhere in the UK, you can get my advice by booking an online consultation on the reallifearchitecture.co.uk website. Please read the terms and conditions before you book.